What if nothing was the most powerful thing you could focus on? Not the next goal, not the next step, just the space between it all. We live in a world obsessed with more data, more hustle, more noise. But sometimes what changes everything isn't what you add, it's what you remove. There's a hidden art called negative space thinking. And once you understand it, you'll start to see the world, your work, even yourself, completely differently. A few years ago, a young architect was struggling. Every design she created felt cluttered. No matter how hard she worked, her buildings lacked soul. One night, her mentor looked at her latest drawing and said quietly, "You're designing walls. But where's the space people will feel?" She didn't understand. Space? There was nothing there. But the next morning, she walked into a quiet gallery, and for the first time, she noticed something strange. The most powerful art pieces weren't defined by what was painted, but by the silence around the paint, the stillness between strokes, the places where nothing existed, yet everything connected. That's when it hit her. The empty space wasn't empty. It was alive. She started designing differently, not by adding, but by subtracting. Walls gave way to light. Rooms began to breathe. And for the first time, her work made people feel calm. Her mentor smiled and said, "Now you see, negative space is where the story lives." That story isn't just about architecture. It's about life. Negative space thinking means seeing the power of what's not there. It's the pause between your thoughts, the silence between your words, the breath between one version of you and the next. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. Because only in the pause can you see what truly matters. We fill our days like we fill our screens. Notifications, noise, numbers. But the human spirit was never built for constant input. We grow in the gaps. Think about the moments that shaped you most. They probably weren't the crowded ones. Not the parties, not the deadlines, not the scrolling. They were the pauses, the quiet realizations, the heartbreak that slowed you down, the walk where you finally breathe again. That's negative space, the stillness that gives shape to your becoming. Look around your own life. Where are you overfilling the frame? Where could you let go so the meaning can breathe? Your next breakthrough might not come from doing more, but from daring to do less. Maybe your peace isn't hiding in another plan, another post, another push. Maybe it's right there, in the negative space you've been too afraid to sit in. The canvas was never meant to be full. It was meant to breathe. Leave room for the silence. Because sometimes nothing changes everything.